Students, today in this video I will explain one of the periodicity property, that is the atomic radius. What is the atomic radius? Just here you can see it is the one of the atom. And in the middle of the atom it is a presence of nucleus. In the middle of the atom it is a presence of nucleus. Now the definition is the distance between the center of the nucleus and outermost electron. The distance between the center of the nucleus and outermost electron cloud is simply called, it is the atomic radius. Okay students, the distance between the center of the nucleus to outermost electronic cloud is called as the atomic radius. Now here directly the finding of atomic radius is very difficult. Why? Because the atom is the very tiny particle, so it's a very difficult to finding exact boundaries of atom. So there are so many of the factors that will influence the atomic radius. That is nothing but the nature of the binding, nature of the bonds, like oxidation number and so on. There are so many types of atomic radius are there. Apart from that, the first one is the crystal radius. First one is the crystal radius. So what is the meaning of the crystal radius? Half of the, just here it is one of the atom, and here it is the one of the atom, and here it is the nucleus of one atom, it is the nucleus of another atom. Okay, half of the internuclear distance between the adjacent atoms of a solids. Half of the internuclear distance between the adjacent atoms of a solid in the metallic crystals or the solids are called as the crystal radius or the metallic radius. For example, here I am taking the distance between the sodium. Just here the distance between the sodium is, two sodium atoms is 3.72 angstroms. The distance between the two sodium atoms are 3.72 angstroms. Once you can look at here, just here I am taking one nucleus to another nucleus, but I want exact one atom and their radius. That's why I divide by 2. In that time the atomic radius of the sodium is 1.86 angstroms. So that in the solid, if you are measuring the atomic radius, so that atomic radius we are called, it is the crystal radius. Next one is the van der Waals radius. Second one is the van der Waals radius. Next one is the van der Waals radius. Now here in the van der Waals radius, especially we are seeing into that gases which are in the solid state. For example, here also the half of the distance between two chlorine atoms, which are very close to each other, due to van der Waals force of attraction, are called as the van der Waals radius. Here the van der Waals radius, especially we are observed into the non-metals, that to be in the gases, especially which are having in the solid state. In that time we are observing about the van der Waals radius. And here just I am taking two chlorine atoms in the van der Waals radius. It is the one chlorine atom, and here it is another chlorine atom. But exactly I want one chlorine atom and their atomic radius, and here also I am taking two chlorine atom. Between here to here the distance is 3.6 angstroms. Between one chlorine nucleus to second chlorine nucleus, the atomic radius is 3.6 angstroms. Now what is the atomic radius of one chlorine atom? By 2. that is the 1.8 angstrom. So one chlorine atom atomic radius is the 1.8 angstrom, and especially it is used for the molecular substances and inert gases in the solid state only. So in that time only just we are measuring or calculating the van der Waal radius. Okay students, next one is the covalent radius. Third one is the covalent radius. Actually the covalent radius we are measured generally into the non-metals. Here the covalent radius of the internuclear distance, in the here also the internuclear distance between the two atoms which are very close to each other in the covalent bond, that simply we are called it is the covalent radius. For example, here just I am taking two carbon atoms which are in the diamond. So what is the covalent radius here? Again just I am taking the distance between the two atoms, two carbon atoms in the diamond is 1.54 angstroms. 1.54 angstrom, and here also I am taking by 2 average, and covalent radius of carbon atoms in the diamond is the 0.77 angstroms. So here the metals, the crystal radius or the atomic radius is slightly more than the covalent radius. So most probable cases van der Waal radius is greater than the crystal radius is greater than the covalent radius. So these are about the atomic radius. So they have n number of atomic radius are there, but no need to discuss all those things. Then what is the atomic radius will be changes in the periods and the groups. Now that concept we will discuss. The number of bonds or increases between the two atoms, the atomic radius is decreases. For example, here I am taking C single bond C carbon, C double bond C carbon, and C triple bond C carbon. And here between the carbon and carbon they may be having the single bond. In that time the radius is nothing but 1.54 angstroms. So the distance or radius is nothing but 1.54 angstroms. In case if it is the between the carbon and carbon they may be having the double bond. In that time the distance between the two carbon atom is 1.34 angstroms. In case if it is a triple bond, the distance is here 1.20 angstroms. The number of bonds between the two atoms are increases, the radius of atom is decreases, or distance of atom is decreases. Now we will discuss how the atomic radius will be changes in the periods and the groups. Okay students, in the periods from left to right, in the atomic radius in a periods, in the periods from left to right, atomic radius is decreases due to the effective nuclear charges increases. For example, here I am writing second period, like a lithium is greater than the beryllium, and beryllium is greater than the boron, and boron is greater than the carbon, carbon is greater than the nitrogen, and nitrogen is greater than the oxygen, and oxygen is greater than the fluorine. In any of the period from the left to right, the atomic radius is gradually decreases. This is nothing but the due to the effect is nothing but effective nuclear charges increases. So charges increases, so the attraction between the nucleus and outermost shell is increases in the periods from the left to right. So the atomic radius is gradually decreases and moving from left to right. Okay students, in the atomic radius from the period from the left to right gradually decreases due to the charge of the atom is gradually increases. So all the periods, like any period if you are taking, this is happen like that. Okay students, next one, atomic radius in groups. Atomic radius in groups. In groups from top to bottom, atomic radius is gradually increases. In a groups from top to bottom, atomic radius is gradually increases. The reason is here, each and every group the electron or enter into the new shell. That's why in the groups from top to bottom atomic radius is increases. For example, in the first group, lithium is less than the sodium, sodium is less than the potassium, potassium is less than the rubidium, and rubidium is less than the cesium. Okay, then any of the period, alkali metal is the largest size and halogen family is the smallest size. Okay, any of the group or any of the period, the starting element is the largest size and ending element, that is the halogens, is having the least size. And next one, and the highest atomic radius containing element is the cesium. The cesium is the highest atomic radius containing element, and the hydrogen is the least atomic radius containing element. Okay, students. Next one, how the atomic radius will be in the lanthanoids and actinoids. That concept we will discuss right now. So next one is the variation of atomic radius in the lanthanoids. Now here the atomic radius in the lanthanides. Lanthanides is nothing but atomic number cerium to lutetium, that is the 58 to 71, that simply we are called, it is the lanthanides. And cerium, praseodymium, neodymium, promethium, samarium, europium, gadolinium, terbium, disaprasium, halonium, erbium, thulium, ytterbium, lutetium. These are called as the lanthanides. Actually, in the lanthanides from the left to right, the atomic size is gradually decreases. From left to right, the atomic size is gradually decreases. The reason is here, due to the fact here, in the f orbitals, the effective nuclear charge is gradually increasing from the left to right, so that in the lanthanides gradually decreases, but the atomic number is increases, but the size of the atom is decreases, and this phenomenon are simply called, it is the lanthanide contraction. So here in the lanthanides, atomic radius from the left to right, gradually it is decreases. Next one, atomic radius in actinoids. And here atomic radius in the actinoids from the atomic number thorium to lutetium, that the 90 to 103 element, that we are called, it is the actinoids. And the actinoids in the atomic number is increases, but the size of the atom is decreases, that simply we are called, it is the actinoid contraction. The reason is here, due to poor shielding effect of actinoids, from the left to right, atomic radius is decreases. Okay students, this is about the atomic radius in actinoids. Okay students, if you like my video, give me the like and share, and don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you.